Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Christmas Universe here. As today in today's episode, we're going to have a chance to look at we're doing a special today for the 1st of November. And because today, Now Music, being the Now Music company, brand company, should I say, who have been releasing albums for over 100 years plus now and have had all sorts of different compilation albums this year, jukebox anthems to a Eurovision themed album to stuff related to football. They had like this sort of ball related album earlier in the year, last year for the World Cup. Obviously, we haven't seen a new Now Christmas album last year. This year it changes because finally they're going to be giving us an update for the Now Christmas album 2024. As you can see on your screen, we finally have the front cover for this year's album, which features some lovely penguins and a snowman, with Christmas gifts all around, and obviously a very beautifully lit up Now Basketball Court Christmas logo, with snow in the background, obviously ice. It basically taking place in an ice rink somewhere probably in the North Pole. That's being represented on the logo here. Very lovely image. This is obviously the front cover for the Now Christmas album for 2024 to represent this year's album release in 2024. Now, you're probably wondering, considering it comes out, obviously, it's considering it has come out today, which is the 1st of November, you're probably wondering how many tracks are we going to be getting this time around? Well, there are 87 tracks, 4 CDs, and those who are curious of what the track list looks like, well, some tracks are going to be the same as the previous one, but they have tweaked a few areas. So they have tweaked a couple of things to make it feel different compared to the previous one, of course. So we might as well go through the track list to give you a taste of how the track list is going to go in 2024's version of the Now Christmas album, because it is slightly different from what we saw in 2022, which was the last time we had an update. So this is what the first 3 discs are going to be roughly 22, 23 songs, and then the final disc will be 20 songs in total. So we have got the following. We've got Wham! Last Christmas, which we all, if you're in the UK, you'll know that this was last year's Christmas #1 in 2024. 2023, should I say. This is the song that became Christmas #1 last year. Then we have Elton John Stepping Into Christmas is track 2. Track 3, Cher, DJ plays a Christmas song. This was one of the new Christmas songs of last year, which was Cher. Then we have Wizard, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, number 4. Slade, Merry Christmas Everybody, which celebrated their anniversary last Christmas, but were unsuccessful to reach the top 10 because of that anniversary, mainly because the song's already been in the #1 spot a few times anyway. So Slade, Merry Christmas Everybody is track 5. Track 6, Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas. Track 7, Boney M. Mary's Born Child, Oh My Lord. Track 8 is Paul McCartney, A Wonderful Christmas Time. Track 9, Beverly Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, which, by the way, she actually made an actual proper music video for that song last year in the States. So you can watch that somewhere on YouTube. Shaky Stevens, Merry Christmas Everyone is track 10. The Mariah Carey track for the album is still Christmas Baby Please Come Home. They for some reason they've been avoiding the All I Want for Christmas Is You for some reason. Don't know why they've been doing that. I don't know if it's a licensing issue. I don't know, but it just seems a bit weird for them to just avoid that song for it's really bizarre. Really bizarre situation. Hopefully they're going to resolve it within the next Now Christmas album, that is, because luckily Mariah Carey is going to be re-releasing All I Want for Christmas this year, so hopefully that will resolve the issue, fingers crossed. Then we have track 12, Dara Love with Marshmallow World. Track number 13, The Crystals, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, of course. That's still back in there. Then we have the Ruddiettes with Frosty the Snowman, track 14. Track 15, Jackson 5, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Track 16, Kelly Clarkson, Underneath the Tree. Track 17, Leona Lewis, One More Sleep. Track 18, Kylie Minogue with her version of Santa Baby, has always been a part of the album ever since day one, pretty much. Track 19, Dean Martin, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Track 20, Frank Sinatra's version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Track 21, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, Merry Christmas to You. And of course, track 22, Bing Crosby's famous White Christmas. All right, so then we have CD2, which starts with John Lennon's Happy Christmas, War is Over. Of course, that was going to be on there anyway. Band Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas? By the way, Band Aid is celebrating their 40th anniversary this year, so there is the possibility of a new Band Aid possibly in the works, because I know the originator of the Bob Geldof has been teasing that he's working on a new Band-Aid potentially this year, but he hasn't said exactly when it's going to come out, so we don't know, but hopefully we'll find out soon, maybe in the next month or so. But then we have track 3, Bing Crosby, David Bowie, Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy. Track number 4, Bruce Springsteen's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And then track 5, The Waitresses, Christmas Wrapping. Track 6, Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. This has usually been in the top 20 in the last few years. And then we have Perry Cole, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, track number 7. Track number 8, Bobby Helms' version of Jingle Bell Rock. I'm surprised they haven't added the other Jingle Bell Rock, the one from that rock group. I'm kind of surprised they haven't added their version in here yet. I'm hoping they will at some point. And then we have Joanna Louie, Stop the Cavalry, track 9. Track 10, Mel and Kim, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Track 11, The Wombles, Wobbling Merry Christmas. That seems to be gaining attraction on this collection now. Track 12, Gene Arver's version of Here Comes Santa Claus. Track 13, The Beach Boys' Little Saint Nick. Track 14, Elvis Presley's take on Blue Christmas. Track 15, Mud, Lonely This Christmas, obviously a Christmas number 1. Then we have Diane, It's Going to Be a Cold, Cold Christmas. I actually kind of warmed up to this song when I listened to the last Now Christmas album. That's track number 16. Track number 17, Johnny Matthews, When a Child is Born. Track 18, Steel Ice Band, Garden, always on this album, of course. And then we have Mike Alford's winter tune of Endura Jubilee, track number 19. Track 20, Jufentolo with Ring Out Saucer's Bells. Track 21, Chris de Burgh, A Spaceman Came Traveling. Track 22, David Essex, The Winter's Tale. And of course, track 23, Cliff Richard's Mistletoe and Wine. So now we come to this CD3, which starts with obviously the Pogues, Fairy Tales of New York, which has celebrated they were trying to get it to number 1 last year in memory of Shane MacGowan, who obviously passed away. Unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. Maybe this year things will change. Maybe it might succeed. This time now, it's been exactly a year since his passing. Maybe do well. We'll see. Then we have Pretenders, track number 2 in CD3 with 2,000 Miles. Chris Rea is track 3 in CD3 with Driving Over Christmas. And then track 4 is Coldplay's Christmas Lights. Track 5 will be Ed Sheeran and Elton John's Merry Christmas. Obviously, still a classic, modern classic that is. And then track 6, we have Pet Shop Boys, It Doesn't Often Snow at Christmas, which is a new addition to the album now. Track number 7, St. Esther's, I Was Born on Christmas Day. Track 8 is The Darkness, Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End. And then we've got our third new addition to the album, which is Sam Ryder, Your Christmas to Me, is finally getting added at track 9. This is one of the Amazon Music Christmas hits from last year, which was actually number 2 in the charts last year. So you never know. Maybe this year he'll make a comeback and he'll finally get the number 1 finally. Who knows? Great tune. This was obviously from Your Christmas and Mine movie that was on Amazon Prime last Christmas. And then track 10, we have Darling Love again with her take on White Christmas, which has also been added to the album this year. The Radettes with Sleigh Ride at track number 11. Track number 12, Irving Kitt's take on Santa Baby. So we have another Santa Baby being added. And then we have Dorland Day with I'll Be Home for Christmas as track 14. And then another new addition to the album is George Ezra's Coming Home for Christmas from Amazon from Amazon Music will be on track 15. Track 16, Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas. Track 17, Roy Orbison's Pretty Paper. And then another new addition at track number 18, we have Ray Comfort and the Ray Comfort Singers with Ring Christmas Bells has been added to the album this time. And then track 19, Alan Jones, Walking in the Air. Track 20, Cliff Richards, Saviour's Day. Track 21, Whitney Houston, Do You Hear What I Hear? And of course, track 22, they've finally added Celine Dion's Oh Holy Night to the album, which has obviously been praised as a great winter tune from her. So it's really nice to see that they're honoring Celine Dion this year in the album finally. And then, of course, track 4. Now, track 4, you'll notice straight away, there's not as many Christmas tunes as there are the other 3 tracks. The reason being is that track 4 is meant to be labeled as a winter hits / Christmas #1 section. That's pretty much what they're trying to aim for with CD4. That's basically what they're doing here. So it's basically they say on the website that essentially these are hits from that were released at Christmas time, but not necessarily Christmas songs, which makes sense. And also, some of them are Christmas #1s as well. CD4 begins with Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Power of Love, which was a big hit in 1984 from Frankie Goes to Hollywood, who were massive that year. And then we have E17, Stay Another Day, obviously a Christmas #1 in 1994, obviously in track number 2. Track number 3, Pet Shop Boys, Always on My Mind, another Christmas #1 from the 1980s, of course. And then we have Human League, Don't You Want Me, another Christmas #1, track 4. Track 5, this was a big hit during Christmas time at the time, which in 84 that is. Paul Young, Love for the Common People. Track number 6, we have Muchim Federa. I believe he's from one of the from Switzerland or something. With his wintry tune, Keeping the Dream Alive. You may have heard it on BBC Sounds somewhere because this track gets played a couple of times on some radio stations. And then we have track number 7, the Frozen hit Let It Go. Obviously, you know the drill of that one if you've seen Frozen. Track 8, Robbie Williams and Nicole Kidman, Something Stupid, the Christmas #1 of 2000, and still lives on to this day. Track 9, Rick Ashley's winter hit, When I Fall in Love, with that music video where he's in the snow. Yes, that song. And then track 10, we have Spice Girls 2 Become One, the Christmas #1 of 1996, their debut year in the music industry. One of their 3 Christmas #1s, that is. Then track number 11, Donna Summer's Winter Melody, obviously a big hit at the time for the winter. And then track 12, we have Jason Donovan, When You Come Back to Me. This was also a big hit of the winter in the lead up to Christmas. And then we have Steps Tragedy, which was also a big hit in the winter. At track number 13. And then we have the Christmas #1 of 1999 at track number 14, Westlife, I Have a Dream. No one's going to forget the Westlife #1 victory from that year. And then we have at track 15, Ellie Goulding's River, It's Coming on Christmas. This is her winter tune from a few years ago. And then we have Alexandra Burke when she won the X Factor with Hallelujah, which became Christmas #1 the year that she won it. I believe it was 2006. Yeah, 2006 or 2007. She got the #1. Yeah, I've completely lost memory of when it was. But anyway, track number 16. Track number 17, Flying Pickers, Only You. This was also another Christmas #1 from the past. And then we have House Martin that came very close to being Christmas #1 before losing to Pet Shop Boys in the 80s. That's track at number 18. And there also was the band which Fatboy Slim was featured in, funny enough. And then track 19, we have Diana Carroll's The Perfect Year, 1994, that became a winter hit into early 1995. And then, of course, the final track on that CD is Paul McCartney and the Frog Choirs, We All Stand Together, based on the Rupert the bear. So yeah, that is the track list for Now Christmas in 2024, and this is essentially the pretty much considered the soundtrack to Christmas and how Now celebrates the Christmas season with their viewers. And yeah, that is essentially what you can expect from the Now Christmas album in 2024, with some obviously a couple of new additions have been added to the list, such as so essentially we have so basically the new tracks being DJ plays a Christmas song. We also have the addition of Gene Alpha's Here Comes Santa Claus, which I don't think was on the previous album, so that's been added to the list. And then we also have, of course, Sam Ryder, Your Christmas to Me, the Pet Shop Boys, It Doesn't Often Snow at Christmas. That wasn't on the previous album. And then we have George Ezra, Coming Home for Christmas. Irving Kitt's version of Santa Baby's been added. Darwin Love's White Christmas has been added as well. And then we have Rain Conference with Ringing Christmas Bells. That's new to the and Celine Dion. Oh Holy Night's been added. Also seen, so I think there's been a couple, tiny bit of new additions in there. But majority of the songs are the same from the previous album, but yeah, with a few tweaks of new ones added into the mix as well. But at least it's good that they're sort of spicing it up a little bit, which is quite nice. And there you go. I'm just happy that we're finally getting Sam Ryder on the Now Christmas album finally, because it needed to happen, especially with the success from him getting #2 on the official chart last Christmas. It makes sense he would be on the album. And also we kind of needed a refresh of Now Christmas anyway, because the last one we got was in 2022, so it just makes sense that they would refresh it in 2024. But there you go, 87 festive tracks to help you with your hosting your parties, when you're decorating the tree, or even enjoying some rest time and just need like some festive tunes on. This is the album for perfect Christmas album for anybody who loves the Now Christmas albums. And if you're somebody who collects the Now Christmas albums, I'm going to be leaving links to all the places where you can get it, especially if you want to get it digitally or you want to stream it, or even if you want to buy the physical version of the album. There'll be links in the description if you want to get a physical copy of the album, or if you just want to stream it through like Spotify, Apple Music, etc., and be able to just stream the album, which by the way they're going to make the album should be available as the time of the release of this video, so you'll be able to have access to the album through the Now's, because Now should have had a playlist updated for Now Christmas for 2024, so you stream all the new the updated Now Christmas album, so you can hear all the tunes from the album available for you to listen to if you want to listen to all the great Christmas festive tunes for 2024. So there you go. That is the Now Christmas album for 2024, finally now on the shelves and available to stream to set your Christmas up for 2024 if you want to get ready for Christmas and get your Christmas preparations going. So there you go. That is like I said, that is the Now Christmas album for this year. 4 discs, great festive hits that will live on for many years, and I'm sure there'll be more new ones added over the course of the year. A couple of new ones added every once in a while that will put a smile on many people's faces, of course. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and enjoy. And I'll see you guys in my next Christmas Universe, where we'll have some more reviews, and we're going to be covering all the highlights for Christmas telly, and also for BBC Radio, and all the Christmas, and even talk about some Christmas radio stations that will be up on the air if you're looking to hear about some of the listen to some festive tunes on the radio this year. I'll see you guys in the next one.